When you think of the SEC, you probably think of a dominant football conference who has a pretty big say in maybe the national championship game. Good afternoon, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Shale Remien. Thanks for joining us. If one man has his way, it could soon have a say in who goes to the White House. KOMU 8's Michael Downa is in the studio with more information on the changing political field. Michael?
Usually, an MU student is in the hospital after a van hit her while crossing College Avenue yesterday morning.
This comes as the city of Columbia is set to begin construction this summer on a plan designed to enhance pedestrian safety on the busy street. KOMU 8's Chris Gothner sat down with officials today, and he's in the studio with more. Chris? The second round of Missouri bus inspections are right around the corner. The inspections will begin in February to make sure all equipment, seen and unseen, is in proper working condition and to ensure the safety of all school children. During the evaluations, buses are tested for anything that might cause harm to the children or those around the bus. This includes checking the lights, brakes, and tires. In 2014, 85% of buses were deemed good to get back on the road, but some say this isn't the best they can do.
That's pretty good. We'd like to see it, even better than that, because obviously something can happen at any time. So we're just going to continue those inspections and ensure that those children are being transported safely.
In 2014, about 4% were deemed out of service, which is about 405 buses. If buses rank in this category, they cannot transport children until the issue is resolved and approved.
Department of Elementary and Secondary Education officials are revamping the teacher certification process by making the requirements more difficult to achieve. The first change is an increased GPA, requiring teaching students to have a 2.75 cumulative GPA and a 3.0 in all professional education classes. Next, students must pass a new exam which measures performance in clinicals like student teaching. And finally, each certification program in Missouri will be reviewed annually instead of once every 7 years.
I think it's what's best for our state. We wouldn't invest our time and our energy into something like this if we didn't think down the road we're going to be serving the kids of Missouri better. And that's what it's all about.
One DESE official told KOMU 8 News the changes are intended to recruit the best and brightest students to become teachers in the future. They hope to have the system completely integrated by 2017.
University of Missouri police have arrested Hickman High School's choir director on stalking charges. Police say two female victims reported Matthew Felt sent them harassing text messages and emails and made harassing phone calls and Facebook posts dating back to early January. Yesterday's arrest was Felt's second in as many months. He was accused of sending threatening text messages in December. Columbia Public Schools say Feltz is currently on leave from the district. To get a Charlie Hebdo newspaper in U.S. and an alarming trend concerning airport screeners.
Brianna Stubler has your First Nation report.
Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has become the first politician in Thailand to be impeached by the legislative body. The Attorney General's office decided to indict her for her involvement in a Rice Corporation scandal. The Attorney General's Department of Investigation said she will be prosecuted for negligence of duty as a state official. If found guilty, the former Prime Minister could be sentenced to 10 years in jail. And Russian President Putin criticized the Ukrainian government for its alleged lack of response to Moscow's proposal to withdraw heavy weapons from eastern Ukraine. A national security meeting today, Putin blamed Ukraine for the recent escalation in the fighting that has resulted in dozens of civilian deaths. He says the conflict should be resolved by peaceful means.
Has been released.
Find out where big cities in Missouri's fall after the break. Up in today's talk, Columbia saw 3 separate car accidents involving pedestrians. We wanted to know what you think about the problem. That's coming up next. Welcome back, everyone. As we reported earlier, there were 3 car accidents involving pedestrians in Columbia on Thursday. One of the accidents was fatal. We asked you on our Facebook page how you thought the accident issue should be resolved. Some of our viewers say the responsibility is on the pedestrian. Raquel Riddell says, I think people should hold themselves accountable to look both ways before they cross the street. Drivers can't stop on a dime even when they are paying attention. Heather says people just need to follow the rules of the road. I've been complaining about this issue for a while. Lighted crosswalks are there for a reason. Also, common sense goes a long way. And that's today's talk.